It's Rebecca again with Red True Crime. So I'm trying my best not to do combo lives with multiple topics. So give me 1 second. Sorry about that. Okay. So I'm trying to give each case its own individual coverage. Sometimes I'll do like, well, this happened. Oh, by the way, this is an update on this and that. And I'm trying to like avoid doing that because, you know, every case deserves its own time. So I just did a live on the Takara Thompson case. So, I did that like 5 minutes ago. And now we're going to talk about Liam King. So, Liam King, for those that are new to the channel, hi, I'm Rebecca. It's a true crime channel. That's what I do. And so, if you like what I have, subscribe and share and like and comment and all that good stuff. Doesn't cost anything, gets the algorithm out there. And in this particular case, we are still looking for a missing child that needs to definitely be put out there some more. So there's that. And if you have come back and you have not subscribed, what have I done to hurt you? Please subscribe because I have like so many people who watch and only like 80% of you and like 80% of you don't even subscribe. So that's just weird math to me. And so you all need to fix that. Okay. So let's get to Liam. Liam King is a 7-year-old boy that is a nonverbal autistic child that has shoulder length brown black hair. He has brown eyes. He is 3'5", weighs 55 pounds, and was last seen wearing black sweatpants, a gray Nike t-shirt with a gray, black, and blue Nike sweatshirt, tan shoes with blue Sonic socks. So that's what we have. With him being nonverbal, he's also one that's very skittish. So we were told that if you approach him, he may run off. So he was last seen yesterday at around 11 a.m. and the Amber Alert didn't go out till about 7 p.m., which is kind of crazy. And more things are coming out throughout the day. So the Randolph County Sheriff, oh, I'm sorry, he went missing in Asheboro, North Carolina. Let me make that clear. Asheboro is like 20, 30 minutes away from where I live. I live in Greensboro. And it's it's a town, it's a city, but it's very, rural, very country, very rural. The zoo's out there, which takes up a ton of space. So, you know, he could be really anywhere, and I'm trying to find the map that I had up earlier. Let's see. Yep, there we go. No, I don't want that map. Hold on 1 second here. Maps. So, based on my phone here, take a look. The blue line is Forest Hill Drive. That is where he was last seen on this road. All the green is forestry. Now you have houses, along, but they're very secluded, they're very remote, and that kid could be really anywhere. Now they are in the process of draining a pond that's not far from where he went missing from because he apparently liked water. I have my own autistic kid. He wasn't like that. Well, he's still, he's 25 now, but when he was 7, he wasn't all about water. Um, Here's the things that concern me. He is a nonverbal autistic child. Reports are coming in that the parents pretty much left him unattended. They weren't out there watching him. It was not unusual for them to not be out there watching him. And they didn't expect him to run off, but this time he did. That's concern number 1. Concern number 2, it took them 8 hours to put out an Amber Alert on a child that's nonverbal and autistic. Are you kidding me? Randolph County Sheriff, what the hell are you all doing out there? So that's problem number 2. Problem number 3, they brought in canines in to sniff him out, and they've picked up no scent. And I don't know how that's even possible. So that's concerning. Now, which brings out the speculation that, did he actually wander off on his own or did somebody make him disappear? Because the police are not saying that they're not even considering abduction. And my other issue is this kid is in an area he doesn't know. He didn't live at this address. They were visiting somebody. So who the hell knows where he is? Now, it's already been 24 hours, more than 24 hours since he's been missing. And it would be great to have him found because, granted he is got a sweatshirt, so that'll help with some of the cold, but it's getting colder at night. He's not had food, he's not had water. He's scared and he needs to be found. And I don't understand why he's not being found. And the sheriff's department, Randolph County Sheriff, is not letting anybody volunteer, like citizen wise, volunteer to help look for this kid. I don't understand that. I don't think they can be choosy like this. But yeah, they're not anybody come in and search for this kid. They've got agencies coming in. Now the FBI is now involved. I just found out they are coming down or they're already here looking, which is great. But I got a sinking feeling that this is not what it appears to be. I don't think this is a child that just wandered off. I think this is something more sinister. I don't want it to be. I want him to be found. I want him to be warm. I want him to be safe. But my instinct is telling me there's something more sinister at play. Mom and dad really haven't made any statements. Dad made one post. They've not done any talking to the reporters. They're not knocking on doors. If my son had disappeared, I wouldn't have stopped till I found him. I'd be knocking on every door. I'd be on every podcast. I'd be everywhere. I'd be a terror. You all would know who the hell my kid is by the time I was done, you know? Um, but that's me, you know? And my he's very verbal, insanely verbal. And he's 25, but when he was younger, he didn't talk to a ton of people, but I never let him out of my sight. He's 25. I barely do that now. And I need to ease up on him. But, you know, you, hmm, there's too many bad people out there. And this poor kid, he needs to be found. I know I keep saying the same thing over and over again. But what concerns me is why is Randolph County dropping the ball like this? I mean, 8 hours. 8 hours. And my question is, who outside of the parents have seen this child, you know, like when was the last time you've seen before he was reported missing, noticed missing? That's my question. Because unfortunately, when we find out about these cases, oh, well, actually, they've been missing even longer, like Emmanuel Harrow, the kidnapping in the shopping mall. And then you find out no one's seen that kid for at least a month, if not two. You hear about these cases of these missing kids where, Summer Wells, oh god, no one's put eyes on her in 6 months, and, little girl's name's Oakley, I can't think of her last name, but another one, you know, um, not Megan, Evelyn Boswell, that was another one. Nobody had seen that kid for a minute. Um, you get a lot of, "Oh, well, they were at this place, or they were at that place with that person," just we have to do better. We have to do better, and, I just have a scary feeling that something nefarious has happened. And I can speak to the fact that I have a child with special needs. It's not easy, no matter how high functioning or low functioning they are. And I'm probably saying this wrong. I know there's new etiquette to talking about cognitive disorders, but I'm going to old school with what I know. And I can say that it's not easy. And you always got to be on your toes, and you always have to be patient, and you always have to be calm, and you always have to be ready to put their needs above your own. And if at any moment you feel that you can't do any of that, then you need to make other arrangements for that kid. And that does not mean making them disappear. So that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that's what happened here. Just a sinking feeling that there's something nefarious going on. That's all I'm saying. But let's go back over his description again. Liam King. He is 3'5". He weighs 55 pounds. He has shoulder length brown black hair, brown eyes. He was wearing a black, gray, and blue Nike sweatshirt with a gray Nike t-shirt underneath, black sweatpants, blue Sonic socks, and tan tennis shoes. That is what he is wearing. He likes water, so he may be over by where there's water. He is nonverbal, and if you approach him, he may very well run off. So these are things you need to keep in mind. But more than anything, that child needs to be found. Eyes need to be put on him. We need to find him, and mom and dad need to do better because you can't just turn a kid loose like that. You just can't do it. Just doesn't happen. So okay, well, everybody say a prayer tonight for Liam that he's found and he's okay, and I can tell myself, "See, you were wrong. You shouldn't think the negative." So, that's what I'm gonna do. So, we're gonna pray for him and pray to God that he gets home safe and he's found and there's nothing nefarious. And, otherwise, everybody, thank you again for tuning in. If you're new, welcome. If you've been here before, welcome back. And if you've not subscribed, please do so. As I always say, my catchphrase, be weird, be rude, be safe. So, everybody have a good night. Thank you again for tuning in. And any more updates, I'll be back on. Good night, everybody.